Hey guys, this is Fishing Diva and family. I'm Chandra and I'm here today with my husband,
Xavier.
And we're going to talk to you guys about home buying. So the first thing when it comes to home buying is credit. What do you say?
Credit is very important.
Credit is very important in the home buying process. When it comes to credit, that is what's going to determine your price point as well as your income. Your income along with your credit is going to determine your price point, as well as your debt to credit ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Your debt to credit ratio is pretty much where they take how much you make, your yearly salary. They calculate all your debt, whether it be student loans, car payments, credit cards, charge-offs, whatever is on your credit. So they take those amounts and they figure out how much of your credit limit are you using based on your income.
Can you break it down?
Yes. So if you make $50,000 a year and you're spending $30,000 a year in debt, your debt to income ratio is very high, which would get you at a lower loan amount versus you making $50,000 a year and your debt is only about $20,000 or $15,000. That way you can get a higher loan amount because they know that you have the income to support the amount of money that they want to give you for the home loan.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I would like to elaborate on that difference between when we speak of credit, we're not just speaking of credit score, because a lot of people misunderstand when we speak of credit. So you have credit score and you have credit history. Okay, so credit score is the
number.
The number.
It's the number.
And the credit history is saying, do you pay your just debt? I'm going to break it down for you. If I lend you $20 and you tell me that, hey, Xavier, I'm going to pay you back your $20 by the end of the month. The end of the month hit and you don't have the $20, you have just received a bad rating with me. Why? Because you are letting me know that you are not responsible to pay your just debt. I know we have circumstances that happen in life to where big things might happen. You know, hey, you can have a very traumatic situation in your life. You can lose your job, whatever. We pray those things don't happen, but at the same time, when you borrow money, people want their money back.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm just going to go off topic just a little bit when it comes to that credit history. Even though if some people have a bad credit history and they want to know how to make their credit history better,
tell them how.
Comment below. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment below and tell me that you want us to tell you how you can build a better credit history. And I'm going to give you the secrets. Okay?
No fee.
So, credit history and credit number, pretty much, it's just, that's the number that they give you. This number may vary when it comes to buying a car versus buying a house. So when you go to a car dealership, they might say, oh, your credit's only at a 650. When you go to buy a house, it may say you're at a 705. The number differs. We don't know how they come up with this number. They don't know how they come up with this number. But the point of the matter is the number does help you, but that credit history is what's going to help you more, especially when buying a house. Because when buying a house, they look at your bank statements. They want to make sure that you have had no overdraft fees. They want to make sure that you did not make any new big purchases while you're in the process of buying a home. You cannot buy a car. You cannot go out and get you a four-wheeler on credit. You can't go do anything, get a new credit card. You can't go buy you some new jewelry on credit. Don't do it. When they tell you when you're in the home buying process, you do not make any purchases, any big purchases other than what you already have. Wait until you buy your house and then you get you some more debt that if you want to.
Fun debt.
So I was also saying about the process. So let's go back to the process. Let's roll it back to the process. So first, most times if you call the lenders and you want to get information on how you go about getting a home. Most times if you're not ready to buy or if your credit's not where it's at, they're not going to talk to you. They're going to say, okay, we'll call you later when you're ready. They're looking for people that are ready to buy homes. And we know that this is not always the case. Because not everybody knows how to buy a house. Not everybody knows the process on buying a house. And creditors expect you to know that. These people, these lenders expect you to know what you're getting into when you come to them asking for a loan.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Knowledge is power.
Which is why we're giving you some knowledge. So once you know your credit score and your credit history, you go from there. If your credit score and your credit history is not where you would like it to be, comment below. We can help you out. Then it may take you a little bit more time before you can go into buying a house, which is okay. It is okay. Do not let people tell you that you need to buy a house by a certain time. It is okay if you have to wait to get your credit where it needs to be. Okay?
Okay.
So once you figure out that about your credit, you want to go and you want to start finding lenders.
Why?
Because you want to purchase a $250,000 house, $350,000 house. Most times we don't have $350,000 to buy a home. Let's just be real.
Let's be real.
So you go to a bank or you go to a lender and you say, hey, you're going to get you a pre-approval.
Pre-approval.
What you're going to be looking to get is a pre-approval letter so that you know your budget when you start going house shopping.
Yes.
So the pre-approval process is pretty easy. You go in, you put in your income, your social, they run your credit, and they can see your debt to credit ratio. They can see, what you put down as your income that you make. And what they do is they'll send you a pre-approval letter saying, hey, you've been approved for X amount of dollars.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay. The pre-approval letter is very, very important. Why? Because that gives you a window on what you can afford. A lot of times I used to do it before we first started buying homes. I would walk into a nice big home and you walk in and you feel like, oh man, this is the home for me. And then you speak to the realtor or you speak to the sales agents and they tell you, hey, this house is $600,000. If your income is not making that, you're not going to get approved for $600,000, to be honest. That's just straight up with you. So that pre-approval is going to put you in your playing field. Everything is done in levels in life. So get that pre-approval. It's very, very important. You want to make sure that you're not living above your means. When it comes to that pre-approval, I would say if you get pre-approved at $250,000, I'm gonna be honest. Hey, don't go at the top of the food chain on that. What I mean by that, don't go to that limit, because really it's just a pre-approval. You still haven't been approved just yet, but we're still talking. We'll get to that on the next topic. But put yourself in a mindset. If I got $250,000, I need to be looking at a house around, I would say 220, 230, 235 at the highest. Why? Because a home, it always sells. You can make a home what you want it to be. Back
to me. So once you get your pre-approval, that tells you where you need to start shopping. But from our experience in buying homes, I've noticed that you don't want to go to these large banks to try to get a pre-approval.
Why?
You just don't. Because let's just say you bank with a certain big bank, and you go to that bank and you ask that bank, and you're thinking, okay, maybe this is like a credit union. You know, I've been with this bank 10 years, 12 years, and they should see that, you know, I pay my bills. They should be able to see this, and they should be able to loan me, you know, the amount that I want. However, in our experience in going with the big bank that we have banked with for 10 plus years, we were making decent money, and that bank only approved us for $80,000.
$80,000?
There was no way we could get a house at $80,000. No way. I don't even think we could have got a nice trailer for $80,000. I'm sorry. And land. No.
No way.
No way. No. So, in my experience, you may want to go with a loan counselor who can look up various loans that can fit your needs, because there are different types of loans out there. There are USDA loans, rural development, if you want to go into a rural area, which is 100% financing.
100%.
So that may be something that you guys want to look into. I know there's first-time home buyers program that some people may qualify for. You just have to check with your local city, state, county, whatever, and see what types of loans that you will be in the market for. There are FHA loans that require 3.5% down payment. And then there's the conventional loans that are about 20% down. So there are different types of loans. So you also want to know what type of loan you want to get before you try to go get your pre-approval.
Yes.
Once you do that, you're pretty much on track to buying a house, because then you know how much money you can spend.
Mm-hmm.
Once you figure out that, you start hunting for houses or get you a realtor. My thing is, I would say get yourself a realtor when looking for a home. You do not end up paying the realtor, okay? So people that think that the realtors are expensive, when it comes to buying a home, you do not pay the realtor.
Who pays?
Either the builder pays the realtor or the seller pays the realtor. Mm-hmm. You do not end up having to pay the realtor. So it is one of the great things about finding a realtor when you're looking to buy a house. So if you buy a new home, that builder is going to pay that realtor fee for you at closing. And if you buy a used home, the seller of that home is going to pay that realtor's fee. So that's all we got for now.
That's all we got. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
And we'll be back with some more knowledge for you guys on the home buying process, the car buying process. And like I said, let us know below what you want to know about, because we know a little about a lot.